So here are two really good methods for the start on your 40-yard dash, okay? The first one, this is the traditional way that you always see. And I know at like college combines and CFL combines and most combines you can use either, but I don't know if you can use either of these at an NFL combine if you're going to an NFL combine. But for most of you guys out there, you can use both of these. First, I'll show you the method that's most common, that's the one you've probably seen everywhere. You're gonna put your left foot, if you're right-handed, right-footed, I guess, put your left foot up to the line, bring your right foot right behind that heel at the same distance, together, and then again, one more straight back. Your legs are gonna be shoulder width apart, okay? Then you're gonna drop down on this knee. This creates a triangle, and then this hand's gonna be up on the line. Now you're gonna wanna test different distances to see which way you're fastest, but generally speaking, this is the most typical. Put your right hand right on the line like this, come up, and you want this leg at about 90 degrees and this leg at about 120 degrees. And you're gonna have your head down, this hand cocked up at your hip, and make sure when you come out of it, don't be stepping wide. You want your feet shoulder width apart and your legs move like a piston. So I'll show you what the start's gonna look like in a second, but this is just how you line up. So left hand here, these legs up, just like that. And then when you come off of the line, you're gonna push with both legs and your hand at once. You're gonna explode and extend with this arm, and you're really gonna reach with that leg on those first couple steps. You wanna reach as much as you can. Now you can make slight adjustments with this back foot or even this forward foot. I think I'm a little bit faster if I do like a half step. So instead of bringing this all the way back, I bring it to about half, bring them together, then this one back of the heel, and that gets me about 2 inches with this knee from the line, from the starting line. Put that about right there, and this is what it would look like with this, because you want to be leaning forward as far as you possibly can. You're gonna have leaning really far forward, like that, and then you can launch. So that's what I did for years. That's what most people do. Right before CFL combine that I went to, a buddy of mine told me to do it like this, and I immediately cut 5/100ths off of my 40-yard dash time consistently. I went from always running a 4.55 to a 4.5 flat when I did this. All right, so on this one, you're gonna kind of play with foot placement a little bit till you get comfortable, but I get that left foot real close to the line. I'd say about 3 inches from the line, and then I bring this one back, and there's about a 5-inch gap between those two. So this one's definitely more extended. This one I'm really cocked up on hard. Drop down, and I use both hands like you would be running a track race. So both hands evenly like this. And the really important thing to do is to make sure you're pushing with everything at one time. You want everything in your body shoving off the line as hard as you possibly can. You really, really gotta explode. So come up like this, pop up, and when you come up, it's a launch. Like, I mean, you are exploding out of it. So that's basically the fundamentals of it. Move foot placement around to see where you can get the most power. A technique that I use is I videotape my sprints, download them on the computer, and I hit the space bar, hit play at the same time as a stopwatch, and hit the stop on the computer and a phone or whatever I'm using to time it at the same time, and you can get the exact timing of them. So switch things around. A lot of times I even bring the computer and camera to the field so I can test it and figure out exactly what start I'm fastest with. And a good method to do is just test your 10-yard sprint, because that'll be easier to videotape and everything. And if you've got your 10-yard sprint, that'll give you a better idea of how your start's changing it, not so much like, because when you get tired towards the end of the workout, 10 runs in, your 40 is gonna keep slowing down regardless, just because you can't hit that same top speed. But anyway, I'm gonna show you what these look like in real time, actually exploding off the line. Okay, so I'm not gonna run this full speed. I'm gonna walk it through so I can show you how your body should be adjusting at different stages. assuming this is your start, your 10, and then you got a 20-yard cone, okay? You're gonna be down in your position, so let's stay kind of like this. Some people actually put a tennis ball or something under their chin to train themselves for that first 10 yards to keep their head down. You wanna keep your head down, your arms are gonna be a little bit more out, to be throwing it a little bit more, reaching, and your legs move in like a piston-like position. So your legs will be in this kind of movement for that first 10 yards as you're accelerating. When you hit your top speed, you sit up into it, and their whole stride changes. So it's gonna go from a piston action to it's gonna slowly turn into reaching forward, pulling, and reaching forward. It's a different kind of movement. You're using different muscles. So it's gonna look kind of like this. I'll try to go slow. So you're down, come out hard, keep it low, and as you come up to those 10-yard cone, right about here is when your body should be opened up. You're gonna be not lean forward so far, just a slight lean, and then I kind of have my fists closed sometimes. It doesn't matter that much, but generally speaking, you want your hands open. The tip of your finger should come to eye level. You punch up, and when you come back, the tip of that finger should come to center hip. So it's like this, okay? That's what full stride is gonna look like. The takeoff, it's gonna be more of a reaching, full stride, pumping like this, okay? And that the legs really reach. So I'm gonna go through this at a jogging pace real quick. That's pretty much it for 40-yard dashes. If you have more specific questions about the run, let me know in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.
Shut up and sit down.